sit back, relax, and enjoy, because, ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime!
It's not gonna happen, and Daniel McMillan,
Pennsylvania native, kept here winning here at Pocono.
Third win of the season, and will win the championship.
Ryan Benjamin with the last lap pass.
And he is going to score the victory in the Minute Maid 300.
Salmon Oskin, third win of the season.
He's gonna get it and only leads 3 laps today.
Welcome to the NOFSRL.
Welcome everybody here to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, home of today's round number 11 of season number 1 of the NOFSRL Body Armor Cup Series here this weekend at the most famous racetrack in the world, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, for 32 laps around this 2.5 miles rectangle oval here today. It is going to be an exciting race here once we get the green flag. The Tequila Patron Brickyard 400 here. Obviously, we're getting into crunch time in this season. You know, we got a lot of time starting to run out for some of these guys, but some of these guys, things are just starting to swing into full gear. They'll swing into gear here today in just a couple minutes here. We get going around this hallowed speedway here. Should definitely be an exciting one. Obviously, it wasn't originally on the schedule, but sometimes things happen, and here we are today. But join alongside here, Napa fan, once again, second week in a row, and obviously, it's here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, all sorts of things, but we know one thing's for certain: track position is absolutely critical here at this racetrack.
yeah, absolutely, especially in these stock cars. It's not like in the Indy cars where you can work away from the back to the front pretty easily with the draft. The draft is still significant here, but it isn't as significant in those open wheel machines, so track position is key, but that does not mean we're not going to see passing in this race. We'll definitely have a lot of battles throughout the entire racetrack, and it is going to be a solid race here. Obviously, if you guys saw the race guys at Tipping 400 a couple months ago, you know how good this track can be no matter what car we're driving here in Indianapolis.
Oh, definitely be a good one here. Just a quick update on the points. You'll see on the left-hand side of the screen. It's Williamson still in the lead, holding on to a 10-point lead, heading out of Watkins Glen. Colton Yo kind of sliding a little back. He's sitting about 27 off the lead currently. Thomas Lipscomb, got to watch out for that 48 machine. He's thrown his name into this championship battle. He's only 29 points off the lead, but then the gap starts to open up from there. It's Dale Lightning in 5th. Brock Nelson's jumped all the way up to 6th, but he's still 37 points off the lead. And Christopher Alfie, Scott Upton, Brandon Nelson, some of those guys back there just completely falling off the pace here as we start to hit that midway point of the season. Here we go. It is time. Got the 32 car set to roll off here today. See, everybody gets off the grid. Tristan Allen won the pole yesterday in qualifying. He'll start for his first pole of the season alongside Patrick Smith in the EEL race number 11. We got Justin Zidell in the 88, and Nathan Faden, one of his best starting spots in quite a while, to start P4. Behind him, Thomas Lipscomb, man who finished runner-up at Michigan. He had a top 5 last week at Watkins Glen. He's been on the roll here past couple weeks. Got Josh Williamson starting 6th, points leader. William Brock, the Homestead winner, and Colton Yo in 8th, won Milwaukee. Behind him you got Brett Sierra starting 9th in 77, and Angel O'Hara. A lot of the big guys in points coming out here to start pretty well here today. See, everybody gets off the grid. Here we go. It's going to be 32 laps down the back straight. It's going to be a 32-lap race here today. Pit window should be about 15 to 18 laps. So depending where the cautions fall, pit strategy could get a little dicey. Obviously, we have to see if we see a caution here today. And obviously, Tristan Allen, Patrick Smith, you got a ton of Justin Zidell. There's so much experience here starting up front here in today's race. Should definitely make for a pretty exciting early couple of laps here as everybody bows to get position. But as always, got to get those picks in to win. Who do you think at the end of this race today is going to be holding the checkered flag?
Well, the pole sitter in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series race here won that event. Tristan Allen starts on the pole here today at Indianapolis. I think he's going to go to victory lane here in a Tequila Patron Brickyard 400.
Should definitely be interesting to watch that 61. He's had a lot of speed. Got to watch out, though. I'm going to pick Thomas Lipscomb here. Just the speed he's had the past couple of weeks. Got to watch out for that number 48 Mercedes-Benz machine. But here we go. Papyrus pace car is down pit road. It's Tristan Allen. Patrick extremely long front straightaway here at Indianapolis. And here they come, hitting the gas. And here we go. The green flag is out in the Brickyard 400. Oh, lap number 1 already. Justin Zidell doesn't want to wait around. He's going to get side by side with Allen down the front straightaway at the stripe. Who's it going to be? Zidell might get him. Oh, it's going to Tristan Allen leading that lap. Barely, though. Here comes Josh Williamson, though, in the 25. Started 6th on the outside lane. He's already moved his way up to 2nd in just 1 lap. That 98 of Nathan Faden coming with him, though. It is Zidell already out in front. Williamson up to 2nd. Now Faden's going to look to the inside. A lot of dicing and moving around here early on in the going up in this front end.
Yeah, Tristan Allen did not get a good run there off of turn number 4. That's really the make or break turn here on this racetrack. If you get a little too high through turn number 4, you lose a lot of momentum down the front stretch and then momentum in the turn number 1. So, going to see the 11 machine right there of Patrick Smith. He is going to fall back a little bit there on that outside lane. He might be able to get back into gas on the outside there of William Brock and stay side by side for that position. But the top 5, or should I say top 4, have pulled away from the rest of the field.
Top 4 completely broken away. It's Justin Zidell leading that bunch. Josh Williamson. These two just cannot get away from each other when they run well. It seems like they're always finding each other. Again, you got Nathan Faden, strong showing here yesterday in qualifying and looking strong going this race. And Tristan Allen, even though he did lose the lead, he still hasn't lost that lead draft. So obviously this race is far from over for that 61 team. He can still get that lead back, but and you got the backpack here, the main pack I should say. Leading them. Brett Sears trying to move his way up. Jonathan Logan, Alexander Rowe. Logan and Sierra almost touched there. It is getting very dicey here in the middle of the pack here. A lot of guys jostling for position to try and make up ground the early going.
Yeah, it's definitely the time to do it because once this field spreads out, it's going to be hard for those guys in the back like Brett Sierra in the 77 and those guys to move their way through the field. So they're definitely jockeying for positions, trying to get those top 10 runs early in the going so they can move their way up to the front later on in the event. But how about Justin Zidell there? How about 3 wide there off of turn number 2? That's going to get a little dicey off the corner.
Oh,
that 79 machine getting a good run there on the inside.
Oh, there's still going to be 3 wide down the back. All right, they sort that out. And worth noting, Patrick Smith has already been outside of the top 10 in just 4 laps. Does not seem to have a lot of speed in that number 11 Pontiac here early in the going, but back up front for the lead, Williamson, Zidell. Josh Williamson literally started 6th on the outside lane, got himself down to the bottom, just kind of helping Patrick Smith clogging up that top lane. He's already moved up to 2nd. This 25 machine here early out, or I guess you'd say late in the summer months, that team has come back up high. They hit a slump there in the middle of June-ish. They've come alive here the past couple of races, and they are definitely looking strong that they want to start to really open up that championship point.
Yeah, absolutely, and another win here for Josh Williamson would really make it difficult for the rest of the field, but you got to keep in mind, with this F1 point system, a couple of non-top 10 runs for Josh Williamson and a couple of wins by another driver could change this whole championship around, and that's a very interesting thing about this points format. You have to run inside the top 10 to get points, and if you're not getting anything, and you never know what could happen, especially with a lot of these races on the schedule. We got South Boston coming up with dual races here in a couple of weeks. That'll definitely be interesting to see because you got 2 races back-to-back. That points championship could definitely change up once you head to that racetrack because if you don't get a good run in one race, you might not have a good run in the other race, and definitely could fall back in the points. But either way, Williamson definitely doing all he can to put as much of a gap on the field as he can here in this one here in Indianapolis.
Angel Rivera 2nd in points to sit in 9th, so that I think is about a 16-point spread. But we're going to have to see here because Nathan Faden trying to get that points lead back. Obviously, South Boston, you got that day-night doubleheader coming up here in just a couple of days, Labor Day weekend, and it's going to be a full field invert for the night race. So they'll qualify for the day race, and then for the night race, it's a full field invert of the results of the day race. You get a little bit of a break. Have a bad run in the day, get a good starting spot in the nightcap. But Justin Zeidel in that 88, we haven't talked about much of him, it feels like, since we left Daytona Beach a couple, I guess, a few months ago at this point. Just kind of hasn't had the speed in that 88 machine, but jumped out from the lead lap 2, and so far so good for him. Nobody behind him can seem to get the run organized. Sliding through there, not quite hitting his apexes perfectly, but he's holding on to the lead 4 now. We've got Williamson, Faden, Allen, and William Brock lost a spot. Alexander Rowe is moving up through the field. Jonathan Logan, looking now at 75, and slowly working his way up through the field. And you've got William Brock, Dale Lightning, I think that rounds out the points. So Patrick Smith round out the top 10. You've got Fitzy Nelson, Chase Harris moving his way up. Alphabet Monaco, Usman Hamid and Alphabet almost came together, but a lot of guys, seeing a lot of guys in the middle of the pack starting to work their way up here early on in this race.
Yeah, absolutely. Angel Oliveira here does not want Josh Williamson to get out ahead with a huge lead in this race, because Williamson leading in the points by 10 ahead of Angel Oliveira coming in, and if Oliveira can finish ahead of Williamson inside this top 10, that's going to be a huge advantage for him in the championship. Colton Yo, who's third in the points, Thomas Lipscomb, neither of those guys are to be seen inside the top 10 right now, so that definitely looks like it's going to pull away for Josh Williamson and Angel Oliveira in this championship heading into next weekend. But go back to the race lead. Justin Zeidel, all these guys, these top few guys have really put a gap on the field. These top 4 guys, all of the fastest cars, but they're all right on Justin Zeidel for this race lead.
No, they're all, it's kind of odd. They're not they're trying to race each other, but in the fact that they have just lined up, done a draft, the gap from Tristan Allen back to Jonathan Logan is currently sitting at the straight line, 3.4 seconds. That is a huge gap for the top 4 to have. They're just biding their time right now. Obviously, we know pit stops are coming up, so you just got to wonder if some of them are just sitting there racing away for now, just laps to build up that lead. But as we say that, Tristan Allen kind of starting to get a little impatient here. He's going to be the first man to look out of line. Couldn't think better of it for now. Gap back to Jonathan Logan. It's now over 3.5 seconds from Tristan Allen back to Jonathan Logan. Ooh, make that Angel Oliveira. As Jonathan Logan got a bad run through 1 and 2. Now he's going to move Oliveira up to 5th. Jonathan Logan back to 6. Dale Lightning have another good run. William Brock, Brandon Nelson, and Fitzy round out the top 10.
Yeah, these guys definitely are shuffling for position very frequently. Boy, that's a tight one right there as William Brock get in the Dale Lightning through the corner. But a big reason why those top 4 have been able to pull away, they've all just stayed in their respective positions these last few laps. All these guys in the back of the field have been battling like crazy for every position, and that is slowing them down. Now, though, with Angel Oliveira leading this pack here, he's got a bit of a gap there ahead of Jonathan Logan. If these guys can finally get single file, they might be able to close in, but the past couple of laps, they've lost almost a second to the race leader.
No, they have. The gap back to Jonathan Logan was about 3.5 seconds. 2 laps later, the gap back to Oliveira now 5th. 4.47 seconds from Zeidel. Clearly, this front pack, even though they're not racing each other, I guess technically they are, but even though they're not really passing a whole lot, they are getting the job done. But as we say that, Josh Williamson thinking to the inside, can't quite get to Zeidel's bumper. He's not going to quite have enough run there. Zeidel's just holding that outside, slightly higher off in the bottom. Just getting that run off the corner, and just anytime Josh Williamson tries to challenge, just Zeidel just gets that slightly better run. It's paying dividends for him here. He's led all but the first lap, so he's led 11 laps since he took over the lead. Nathan Faden, you got to give Nathan Faden credit, has not had a good season at all, but he's just running up in the top 4 here today. And I see at the line, the gap still 4.7 seconds back to Angel Oliveira. It's going to be interesting, too, to see, are these two, the 75 and the 54, are these two going to work together? We're going to have to find out. Back up front, Williamson, Zeidel, Williamson still looking at it, just can't quite get there yet. Nowhere for him to go yet.
It's very difficult to get a run here if you don't have help especially, but Williamson may finally get it here entering turn number 1. He's been looking this whole time. And to the inside for the race lead, it looks like Josh Williamson's going to take it away from Justin Zeidel in lap 13. First pass for the race lead since lap 1, but it finally happened there, and now Williamson out front here at Indianapolis.
Nathan Faden up to second. That 98 machine looking strong here today. Now this is where it's going to get interesting. How much, because obviously these guys broke up their little pack that they were doing pretty well here. We're going to see how much time they lost. I don't see no noticeable gain. They're still pretty far out in front of Angel Oliveira, but Josh Williamson, the point leader. Nobody else has won 2 races this year except this man, and boy, if he became the first man to 3 years, that is going to help him huge in the championship. Maybe not gap Angel Oliveira as much as he'd like to, given Oliveira's in 5th, but that would definitely separate him and Oliveira from the rest of the pack if Williamson scored another win here today. But obviously Nathan Faden, Zidell, Tristan Allen, couple guys who are absolutely going to have their say in this by the time this race is over. Gap back to Oliveira, it's still 4.7 seconds. He seems to have separated. Oh my goodness, Alexander Rowe just flipped upside down.
Oh my!
Oh, we have the big one.
We're going to have a huge wreck off the corner right here. That is not a good place for those guys to be at all. And a lot of guys will stop, thankfully, but a few guys are going to get knocked out because of that.
Oh my god, just saw out of the corner of the eye, saw Alexander Rowe upside down in the air, and he's still driving away. I have no idea what on earth just happened here in Indianapolis. That was an absolutely huge crash though. Fitzy's junk. See Davey Johnson's junk. His struggles continue this year. Chase Buck, just no luck for him this year. Thomas Lipscomb might have got damaged, not sure. Thomas Troxell's junk. Patrick Smith. William Brock, that car is destroyed. I have no idea what just happened to Alexander Rowe. All I saw was he was upside down. Oh my goodness.
This works very well in the favor of the pit strategy, though. I mean, I guess most likely we will not see a fuel mileage race in this one because they're going to come down. They're going to come down with 17 laps to go, so this could get a little interesting, but keep in mind a couple of laps are going to be under yellow for these guys, so I would imagine that they should be able to make it to the end on this stop right here.
Well, it's only going to be 2-lap cautions here, unless inside 5 to go, it's 3 here. So it's going to be, we'll have to see how this works here. I'm assuming everybody's going to pit here. I don't know why you wouldn't, given that this is a yellow, even after the restart, given it'll only be a short caution. Oh my goodness, I have no idea what just happened, but that was a huge crash by Alexander Rowe off in turn number 2. Taking a look there at these top runners, so everybody's coming down pit road. Obviously it's still Williamson, Faden, Zidell, Tristan Allen, Angel Oliveira, John Logan, Chase Harris has moved his way up to 7th. Brandon Nelson, Dale Light, Eric Vaughn goes down to the top 10. So you see some guys taking advantage of the fact that there was just absolute calamity behind them. We're going to follow along. Let's follow along here. Given Tristan Allen's got the number 1 pit stall today, we'll take a look here and see what he sees coming off the pit road here. See where these guys are at. Who will win the race off of pit road. Obviously, we've seen track position is extremely... Ooh, Allen got a slow jump into his stall. Let's see who the first guys off of pit road are. Oh, hello.
Little strategy play right there. Looks like he may have gone fuel only.
I don't know if Jonathan Logan went fuel only. Dale Lightning, Igor Barreto has them. We got some guys with some jumps here. Oh, this is going to shake the entire complexion of this race up. This should be very interesting here. But we have a wreck to review. We're going to be right back and take a look to see what happened and bring out our first caution of the day in the Tequila Patron Brickyard 400. Watch this 8-car Alexander Rowe here. He's going to be down. So Chase Harris is going to get by William Brock. Brock slides a little high. Alexander Rowe, I guess, just carries way too much into the corner. He completely slides up into Brock, and then it is going to be on from here. Upside down. A absolute wild ride here at Indianapolis for that 8 machine. And this is where it's going to get ugly. Obviously, Brock and Rowe stopped at the top side of the track here in the high lane. Fitzy's about to pile drive them, and then it's just going to be calamity from here. You see Troxell's in that. Fitzy hits again. Robbie Noonan with some damage. Patrick Smith, that's going to end his day. Davey Johnson, absolute melee here on the back straightaway. They just clogged up that area. Nowhere for any of these drivers to go here, and it's going to be a costly one here today for these guys. Just a big wreck, going to take out a lot of guys from this race.
Yeah, Alexander on number 8 just went in there a little too deep, but William Brock, Bro just came up on him. That was a rookie mistake out of the veteran driver, and a very bad place to jam up the track right there. So many guys getting caught up. You can see all the sheet metal flying in the air and coming back down. That's going to knock out a lot of guys on this one here from the Brickyard, but we had a clean race going, and then all of a sudden a big one off of turn 2.
Pretty big wreck there. Absolutely nowhere to go for some of these guys. We're going to do an onboard here. No, we haven't done that in a while, but I don't know. We'll take a look here, see if we can get an onboard here, see who's got a good angle of this wreck. Watch on here, this onboard, Dustin Davis. See that vicious hit on the head. Slide, left side. Obviously, just nowhere to go for some of them there, but we get this restart. It's going to be the 54 car. Jonathan Logan is going to be in the lead. He'll have Zidell behind him. A lot of shakeup on pit road here. We'll be right back here for the restart. First restart of the day in the Tequila Patron Brickyard 400. We're going to get back to the restart here. It'll be lap 17 of 32. This is going to get interesting because Jonathan Logan sat on pit road for about 3 seconds at the most with that fuel can in his car. So we're going to see what happens here. Justin Zidell also sat on pit road for fuel only, but he went about twice as long as Jonathan Logan. So we know he probably has enough gas to make it, but he doesn't have the tires. Dale Lightning, Igor Barreto, Equan Haslam. I'm assuming every one of these guys jumped the field by using some gas strategy. Josh Williamson, Nathan Faden, Angel Vera, Chase Harris, Brandon Nelson, Tristan Allen. He is not going to be happy. Got jumped by a lot of guys and absolutely got screwed too. Ran out a little too many guys getting on the pit road at one time there for that 61 machine, but we go back to the restart just past halfway. Jonathan Logan going to get the big jump here along with Zidell, Lightning, and Barreto. This is where it's going to start to get interesting here in a couple laps. Because obviously, like we said, that 54 car only spent about 3 seconds on pit road filling up with gas.
Yeah, I would almost imagine he's going to be coming down the pit lane here in the next couple of laps. It could be strategy to get the track position early on. Maybe they're banking on a quick caution, but either way, there goes Justin Zidell to the inside lane to take the lead away, and he was on the pit lane for much longer. Now it's going to really be interesting to see Josh Williamson in the 25, see if those fresh tires affect him, and possibly getting to the race lead here shortly. And right behind Williamson, it's 3 wide for the 6th position.
They're getting all sorts of aggressive here on the restart. Angel Olvera's going to get flushed out in the middle. And Chase Harris, don't look now. We all know what he can do. That 97 machine is just moving his way back up through the field here late in the going of this race. Kentucky and everybody single files. Nathan Faden, first man, double wide. And this restart's getting very aggressive here. You can almost see the difference in the fresh tires. There's no tires here for some of these guys. Williamson and Chase Harris are absolutely flying through the field on this restart. At 18 of Brandon Nelson. They are very, very close here. Everybody lined up down the back straightaway. If somebody makes a mistake here, there's going to be another big wreck.
Yeah, it definitely will be. These guys have to be very careful on the racetrack, but I think you might be seeing Jonathan Logan come down the pit lane, and so is Zidell, and there's a big wreck off the corner.
Big wreck. Kind of knew that was going to happen. Usmain Hamed, they've completely clogged up the front straightaway. Oh my
And this is actually going to save Zidell and Logan in a way, because they're going to get their pit stops in right here, and I don't think they're going to end up going a lap down. So at the worst, they just end up on the tail end of the field. But they're not going to lose a bunch of time to the rest of the field here because of this caution.
That's a tough one, though, for some of these guys. Fitzy in another wreck. Lipscomb's torn up. Nathan Faden was having his best run of the season and is going to have nothing to show for it. Usmain Hamed, Colton Yo, Christopher Alphabet. I don't know what Angel Olvera's doing down the access road. Alexander Rowe, Robbie Noonan, absolute chaos. Dustin Davis. This man just has no luck this year. And on all that, Dale Lightning is now the leader in the number 27. We're going to have to take a look at this. First, we're going to obviously make sure to see who goes down pit road and who doesn't. We're going to have to take a look at that replay. It kind of looked like, I think it was Keegan Thompson hooked the 40 car as everybody was trying to avoid Jonathan Logan and Zidell coming down pit road. You kind of knew with all those guys lined up there if two guys from the lead darted to pit road, you almost had a feeling it wasn't going to end well.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, lots of times they can avoid the guys coming down the pit lane. It's actually usually not that much of an issue here in Indianapolis, but it was there. And now things really get interesting because Williamson and these guys, they're going to come down the pit lane. And only a few guys are going to come down and top off. So this really could have been a strategy play out of Logan and Zidell. They didn't want to risk making it on. They were hoping for a quick caution, and they got it. The only downside to their strategy is they're going to end up at the back of the field. They're not going to be right up there with the race leader, so it didn't quite work out the way they hoped it would.
Well, with all these guys, though, I mean, Angel Rivera's pretty good, too. He's got some damage. There's a lot of interesting strategy playing out. It is going to get really dicey these last couple of laps here in Indianapolis, but we have another wreck to review here. We'll take a look and see what happened and bring out our second caution of the day here at Indianapolis. Watch here the 69 at Keegan Thompson. See, everybody in front, keep in mind the context here. So in front of him, the two leaders are darting for the pit road. That's Jonathan Logan and Justin Zidell. Justin Zidell's not had a good run here lately of causing wrecks when getting on a pit road. This 40 car, I think, might have been trying to get on a pit road. Darted across the front of Keegan Thompson, so Keegan Thompson did assist in that, but not really his fault, and then it's just on from there. Monaco gets slapped, Dustin Davis, Scott Upton, Christopher Alphaby, Nathan Faden. Just this man's luck continues to be nowhere to be seen this year. Thomas Lipscomb, his hot streak's going to end. Angel Rivera got slapped hard in the side, both sides actually, in that 75 machine. That's going to be worth noting, especially since Josh Williamson has now assumed the lead of this race. You see Colton Yo in there. Like you were saying, it's going to be interesting to see how the strategy plays out for these guys who did pit. I don't think it's going to help them that much, but there were obviously a lot of guys torn up. There were a lot of guys who still came down on the under the yellow, so we'll have to see how this plays out strategy-wise for these guys.
And you look here, that number 69 got a huge run there as the 40 went up the racetrack, but I do believe that Hammond was trying to come down the pit lane, and Keegan Thompson was like, no, you're not. See what ensues afterwards right there. A lot of guys get jammed up in the back of the field from this one. But it wasn't as bad of an accident as it did appear from the ground view camera. Not as many guys really caught up in it as we initially thought. Still tough break for all these guys. It's going to be interesting to see what Jonathan Logan and Justin Zidell do here on this restart. I don't know exactly where they're going to be restarting, but it's definitely going to be interesting to see who gets it done here at the Brickyard.
So we are back here after that replay there. Saw a bunch of guys get torn up. Again, though, after reviewing, not quite as ugly as it first seemed. Obviously, you know, when you have a big one on the front stretch, it always initially looks bad. But after review, that accident didn't quite play out as bad as it had originally looked. But Josh Williamson is the leader. He's already got 2 wins this year. He's looking for 3, but he's going to have a whole hungry horde because you have Brandon Nelson in second looking for his second win. You got Chase Harris. I don't think we need to explain exactly what Chase Harris can do. You got Tristan Allen looking to finally get back up to the front and win from the pole. Keegan Thompson won the Freedom 50 this year, so we know he knows how to get it done. Eric Monaco. Now, Monaco could be interesting to watch here because he got some damage in that wreck, and I want to see if he bogs down the field. Durrani, Upton, Sierra, I believe, and Xavier round up the top 10. Going to be a lot of torn up cars still running here, so this is going to get interesting. But up to the gears for the restart. It is Josh Williamson to the lead, Brandon Nelson, Chase Harris, top 3. Oh, and Scott Upton completely bogged down the field behind him. He had just completely did not get going. Now it's going to allow Sierra, Robbie Noonan. I don't know why Alexander Rowe is still out there after flipping his car, but so he goes. Scott Upton just completely bogged down the restart. They're slowing this pack up. And it's going to be about a top 8, top 7, top 8 breakaway here for the lead and possibly for the win of this race.
Yeah, well, I would watch out for Keegan Thompson because that number 69 definitely, as we have seen, is a very tenacious driver, and he's going to fall back a little bit right here. But all these guys in this main pack, I think, are going to have a good shot at winning here tonight. And now you got Chase Harris on the back bumper of Josh Williamson. But Tristan Allen is like, no, you don't. And to the inside for second goes our pole sitter. Hey, I picked him to win. Lots of times it doesn't work out too well for him, but I have a good feeling this could be a race victory for the driver of number 61.
Well, but he's going going to slide, him and Williamson slide high. It's going to allow Harris to get right back to the bumper, and it's going to allow this 4-car pack of Monaco, Nelson, Durrani, and Keegan Thompson to gain a little bit of time. Oh, Nelson throws a big block on Durrani. They're going to head into the lead. Oh, Durrani's going to think about it, going to think better of it for now. Nelson's going to go to the top. Now Chase Harris, he wants that second spot back. That 97 car, I think they made contact a little bit. He is absolutely flying here, but all this, Josh Williamson just sitting there seeing, I'm going to check out here for a little bit. Boy, if he gets a 3rd win of the season, this is going to seriously shake up the points battle here heading into Lime Rock Park next week. But Chase Harris going to get by Tristan Allen. He's up to 2nd. Now Durrani in the 38. He's going to send it down to the bottom. There's nowhere to go yet, but he's going to get by Tristan Allen, I believe, here this lap. Nelson's lined up behind him. Keegan Thompson, Eric Monaco. And if these guys get too racy, Brett Sierra has definitely got a fast Toyota here. Oh, Williamson got held up by the lap car Rowe. Oh, Rowe's just in a bad spot here. He's going to block this whole pack's momentum.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be interesting right here. Josh Williamson did a good job getting around Rowe. Looks like Chase Harris will as well. Here comes Durrani and Tristan Allen. Just darted right to the inside of the 38 machine right there, and they're moving their way to the inside lane. And there goes Keegan Thompson as well. So, thankfully, Alex, they're not going to be too much of a problem right here. I mean, it's kind of surprising he's still out there after he flipped through the air earlier on in the race. But Josh Williamson, this is going to be a hard-earned victory if he can pull it off ahead of Chase Harris and Tristan Allen for this race win.
No, Josh Williamson, if he wins this race, he's going to have to beat Chase Harris, Tristan Allen, Durrani, Keegan Thompson, and Eric Monaco. Absolutely a packed lineup here in the top 6 currently going for this win. And I mean, Brandon Nelson has won a race here already this season. Brett Sierra, we know, can get it done. It is not over yet. This can still be any of these top 8's race to win. But up front is Josh Williamson. He's trying to check out. Chase Harris is in his draft, 0.3 of a second to gap at the line. Tristan Allen staying behind him. Now Thompson gets by Durrani for 4th. We know Thompson can win here at Indy. He did it back in May. Be interested here to see if these guys can settle down, if they keep racing each other. But Chase Harris, Josh Williamson, top 2, kind of breaking away a little bit. Tristan Allen, Keegan Thompson. We've seen Keegan Thompson a couple times already this year. He'll get late in the race and he will just turn on the jets out of nowhere and make up a bunch of positions. So it's going to be interesting to watch him. Oh, he's going to think about it. Darts down to the inside. And he's going to get another one, it looks like, from the 61 Allen.
Possibly. It looks like he's got the nose down the front stretch, so watch out for him. He's going to come pretty quick, and watch out for Chase Harris. He's running the back bumper of Josh Williamson for this race lead. He's peeking to the inside. He may actually have a run on Williamson coming off of turn 1.
Oh, not quite yet, though. He's going to try and look down into 2. Williamson takes a slightly higher line. It's going to be Chase Harris is so close there on the back bumper of the 25 machine, and then he's got to be careful because Keegan Thompson and Tristan Allen are right there. They come down the back straightaway inside of 10, well inside 10 laps to go here. Chase Harris, Josh Williamson. Josh Williamson, you have to give him credit. He's holding on here, but here goes that 97 to the bottom. Not quite there yet.
And then watch out for Tristan Allen. Harris is held up just a little bit there by Williamson in the top 4 right on each other. There goes Allen to the inside for 2nd on the 97. Here comes Keegan Thompson as well. He's going to get a run on Harris, most likely, if Allen stays to the inside.
Oh, Keegan
Watch out
Thompson.
for Tristan Allen. Keegan Thompson almost got into Harris off the corner right there.
Keegan Thompson going for his 2nd win at the Brickyard here in these summer months. Now he's going to be lined up in 2nd. Josh Williamson is still holding this lead. You have to give this man the 25 credit because he has had to absolutely hold off this hard pack of cars behind him. Now Allen's going to look to the bottom. Thompson may go with him. Oh, they're going to be off of 3 clean so far. Keegan Thompson, though, is still looking there. He's checking his nose every time around. They come down the front straightaway here. Lap 28 of 32, 5 laps to go here at Indianapolis. Josh Williamson, Tristan Allen, Keegan Thompson, and here goes Allen to the inside. He's going to take the lead.
This is going to be a tight one here off the corner. Williamson may be able to get a run off the corner right here, but Allen's going to have a preferred line there in the turn number 2. He slides up in to Josh Williamson. That might open the door for Chase Harris. And don't look now, here comes Brandon Nelson and Eric Monaco. They're right on this lead battle now, and now Chase Harris, they're all going to get around Williamson. Williamson has a problem.
Uh-oh, he's slow 25. I don't know if he's out of gas or if he's blown up. Oh, these guys have to be careful. If that 25 brings out a caution, this could be the race for the win.
Yeah, it definitely could be. We are still green. Chase Harris there in second. Now Keegan Thompson looking to the inside. We're at the point of no return at this point here in Indianapolis.
There goes Thompson. Yes, at this point, if a caution comes out, I think
it might actually be one lap to go as it comes out this lap, but next time by, it's going to be the point of no return. And Keegan Thompson, what a huge run off the corner right there. You know what? I'm wondering if the guys are starting to run out of gas here. Chase Harris is also off the pace there in the 97. He lost a ton of ground there.
Chase Harris, I don't know if it's gas or tires or if he's just lost a draft, but here we go for the lead at Indianapolis. Keegan Thompson at this bottom. He's going to get a huge run, clears Allen off the corner, and give that 69 car Keegan Thompson the lead. 3 laps to go here at Indianapolis. And this 69 machine, Keegan Thompson, he did it in the Freedom 50. Didn't quite have to beat everybody up there to do it. He had a bit of a faster car, but he's passed 10 laps. That 69 machine has just come alive here at the Brickyard, and he is just trying to, he's going to put those hot laps together, hopefully try and keep Allen in his mirror. But Allen may still get another shot. We're going to have to see here. And don't look now, Chase Harris is backed up to third, so if either of these two up front get racing, that could open the door for that 97 at Chase Harris. We're going to have to see. It's going to be 2 laps to go when they hit the stripe this time. But Keegan Thompson, he's out in front. Tristan Allen, and he's starting to... Oh, he's out of gas. Is he? Oh, and he's out of gas.
Oh, he's coming down. Not enough fuel there for Keegan Thompson or Brandon Nelson.
Oh, this is going to get really interesting now. 2 laps to go. Oh, and I think Brock Nelson is down pit road. Well, Brock Nelson had damage, but here we go. Tristan Allen, Chase Harris, 2 laps to go at the Brickyard. This is going to get really, you have to start wondering now what the fuel situation is like for some of these guys. Harris is way wide. This is going to be, we're going to find out when they come off of turn 3, or come off of turn 4, who has gas and who doesn't. Chase Harris, though, he's closing, I think, on the 61. Don't look now, Eric Monaco's still back there. He ran out of gas at Twin Ring Motegi. Oh, was there a wreck?
There's someone who went around, but I do not believe the caution is out. We are still green.
Oh, and they're all out of gas.
Allen, they're all going to have to come down. So now, or are they all going to have to come down?
They're all going to have to pit, and Equan Hazard is to the lead, coming to the white flag at Indianapolis. This is
and look at who's second. Justin Zidell is second. He was one of those guys who topped off under their last caution. And those guys, they had the strategy figured out after all. Where's Jonathan Logan? Jonathan Logan's third. Those guys had the perfect strategy. When they came down, the caution came out at the perfect time. They topped off under the caution, and they're going to be able to make it. And now Justin Zidell looking to get around Haslam for this race victory.
It's not over yet for Zidell. He's got the fastest car here all day. He's going to go down to the inside. Let's see if he does it. Oh, not quite there yet.
Oh, Haslam's going to be a little wide off the corner, though.
One more shot for that 88 machine. He's going to go down to the bottom. Let's see if that 72 can hold him off. Here they come down the front straightaway for the final time, heading to the checkered flag, and Equan Haslam rolled the dice, wins the fuel mileage, and he's going to score win number 1 on the season. Checkered flag at Indianapolis. Equan Haslam ekes it out here. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Jonathan Logan third. Robbie Noonan gets his best finish of the season and comes home 4th. We're going to have to wait to see who's 5th. It says scoring, it says Tristan Allen, but obviously we're going to have to see. I don't know who's 5th. It may be Tristan Allen. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't seen anybody update yet. Scott Upton is going to finish in 5th. Unbelievable here at Indianapolis. And then the rest of these guys, Allen, Thompson, Chase Harris, Brandon Nelson, Eric Monaco round out the top 10. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Well, that
was something else right there.
As
That's
they
all you gotta say.
You never know what you're going to get when you show up here at the Brickyard. And once again proven here in a fuel mileage finish. Justin Zidell so close. 0.06 of a second, the gap separating him. A whole bunch of guys finished out of the race. Angel Olvera did not finish. Fitzy, Lipscomb, Dustin Davis, Hamid. And then you take a look there, Josh Williamson was leading at one point inside of 10 to go. Comes home 19th. Tristan Allen, Keegan Thompson, absolute frustration there. They were leading. They're going to come home 5th and 6th, 36 seconds off the leader, but Equan has them. I mean, you know, we were kind of sitting there wondering, you know, what the strategy was like for some of those guys rolling the dice there about laps 17, 18, but obviously at the end of the day, it played out for them all.
Yeah, it definitely did, and we thought that they were going to suffer quite a bit from that, but in the end, it worked out pretty well for them. But it was Haslam who took the race victory away in the 72 machine, and all but 5 guys had to come down the pit lane at the end, so only a few of them were able to make it and stretch it all the way to the end of the race. But great job out of those guys who did play that strategy. What a race that we had here in Indianapolis. It was all over the place here for the Brickyard.
No, it was a crazy race here. Obviously, we had the 2 cautions here, and the replay for whatever caused that wreck there should be edited in so we can find out who spun out there coming probably the white flag lap. But Equan Haslam's going to win the race, first win of the season for that team, and Ryan Racing. You got to watch out for Ryan Racing and the owner's points. They've had a great couple of weeks. Zidell has another strong finish. Jonathan Logan, since he's taken over for Kelly Rhodes, I think only has 1 finish outside the top 5, so that is worth watching that for that 54 machine. Robbie Noonan, 4th place in the 79, getting a good finish for that Tequila Patron machine. Scott Upton somehow nurses a 5th place finish. And then obviously it's Allen, Thompson, Harris, Nelson, Monaco, all the guys who are battling up there. They're going to take 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th to round out the points. But that does it here for us from Indianapolis. Next race, we head to the Lime Rock Park, and given the fact that Body Armor Cup Series Season 2 is going to be expanded the field, this is going to be the only time probably ever in Body Armor Cup Series history we're going to head to Lime Rock Park. So next week we turn left, we turn right. What are you looking for when we head to Lime Rock Park next week?
That's going to be an interesting race, no doubt about it, but you know, I'm looking forward to see how it all plays out. You know, when it comes to the fuel mileage, because it's a very difficult place to make a pass. We did see Chase Harris pull it off in the Haas IndyCar Series back in May, so watch out for Chase Harris next weekend. But just like this one, I mean, I don't think it's going to be a fuel mileage race, but pit strategy will definitely play to effect on who gets the race victory next weekend in Lime Rock.
No, should be a fun one there. Again, obviously, probably the only time we'll ever head to Lime Rock in this series. So it's going to make that a special race, you know, only time you'll ever see that. But that does it for us here from Indianapolis. On behalf of Napa fan Matt Tuck here, thank you for watching today. Congratulations to Equan Haslam. Points will be after this, and we'll see you guys next time.